Oh, and this is the part I forgot to read from last time. The origin of tap dance. Like music, blacks have demonstrated a genius for creating dances that the dominant society has learned and enjoyed for centuries. While most dances rise and fall with their popularity, tap is one dance that has remained popular through the years. William Henry Juba Love, considered the father of tap dancing, began performing in urban saloons as a teenager in the 1840s. I think we might have read this last week, but let's read it again anyway. It's so good. He combined European and African jigs with hand jive to produce tap. So you're jigging and jiving, right? Okay. All right. Let's see. It was a dance form that was new to the minstrel age. Okay. His hand jive was similar to an African stick dance, in which the dancers perform intricate foot stomping and hand clapping rhythms and slap sticks together against their bodies. Love was praised for the dance and innovations and the manner in which he beat time with his feet. At the height of his career in the 1840s, he competed in a series of challenge dances with John Diamond, the greatest white minstrel dancer of the time. Love consistently won each contest. He died in 1852 at the age of 27. So he died very young, but he created tap dance, which is one of the most popular art forms out here. All right, next. So in medicine and education, he says in 1900, under its separate but equal policy, South Carolina's Department of Education was allocating $9 for a black child's education for every $54 for a white child's education. So they had separate but equal, but it was really separate and unequal. And really what they were asking for, Dr. Anderson says, is they weren't really asking for integration. They never felt that there was anything magical about a black child learning next to a white child. They never felt that way. He said they just wanted the resources. They wanted access to their taxpayer dollars so they could actually educate the kids themselves. Because what they did was they integrated the black kids and then fired the black teachers. And so basically by you integrating into a system, you got to understand every system. Most economic systems have multiple parties. You got the producers, the consumers, you got the owners, you got the renters, you got the bosses, you got the employees. They didn't integrate you to be the boss, to be the landlord, or to be the producer. They integrated you to be the consumer, the renter, and the worker. Do you understand? They integrated you because you were the original immigrants. You were the original illegal immigrants that basically brought you in so they could have you working for low wages and supporting their companies, buying their products, renting from the landlords, right? Increasing the value of their assets in the process. So this is one of the reasons why ownership of assets is a non-negotiable if you're black. Every child should own assets when they're a baby. You can start by buying them shares of stock. That's what we talk about all the time. We talk about this every day because I'm 100% relentless and very, very serious about this, like super serious. And that's why I talk about this. Literally, every time you see me, I'm going to be talking about black wealth and black economics because that needs to be one of the top things on our brain because that's the key to our freedom. All right, moving on. That's why they control you. That's why they can do things to you. It's because you don't have any money and you don't prioritize having your economic strength. If you have your economic strength, can't nobody really tell you what to do. Period. I'm a black man. I've been black my whole life. Believe me, when I'm economically free, there is not a white man I can think of anywhere that tells me what to do. I do what I want. All right, so moving on. Let's see here. Okay, in April of 1941, Dr. George Washington Carver, a black scientist at Tuskegee University, gave the John Andrew Clinical Society a new drug to treat the gum disease, pyorrhea. Nice. In 1971, it was revealed that for more than 40 years, black men were used as guinea pigs in a federal government sponsored syphilis experiment at Tuskegee University. You guys know about the Tuskegee experiment, so he's just mentioned this again. Our daughter's going to Tuskegee. That's very cool. I love that. It's a great institution. On being black in America, numerous sources, including the federal government Centers for Disease Control, reported in the 1980s that being black in America is hazardous to one's health. Surprise, surprise. Being black in America means higher mortality rates, lower levels of education, lower levels of occupational status, lower income, lower levels of wealth, lower levels of health, poorer housing, fewer two-parent households, higher unemployment, greater contact with the criminal justice system, and higher levels of marital disruption than the white population. Damn.